As you are aware, a new format has begun, not only with the release of the new ban list, but also with the release of a couple of new cards in the legendary duelist set, Magical Hero. And with that set, we got a nice and not so cheap card called Magician-Souls. And as everyone is aware, Magician-Souls is pretty good in Spiral, but there are also other uses for the card and that are not in Dark Magician and not in Spiral. And I want to present to you guys Mystic Draw Evil Eye. So what this does is we use the Magician-Souls as a special summon and draw engine because you can like foolish it. You can foolish level 6 or higher spellcaster. And then also you can special summon it, and then you can send up to two spells from the field or from your hand to the graveyard to draw up to 2 cards. And because you can send them from the field, they have really good interactions with field spells that search stuff, and also really good interactions with the Evil Eye cards. So anyways, let's get into the deck profile. Let's first start with the main deck. We're playing Triple Surzeal. He is, of course, the heart of the deck. He is our normal Stratos. He is our masterpiece at the same time, or our lowest level masterpiece, let's say that, because we're going to actually play into the links in this deck. And he also allows you to, he is also recurable via the field spell, and he also gets you the field spell. Then what is new is we also play one Basilius, because Basilius, you can special summon him when you control an Evil Eye monster, and he can foolish you a spell. He's a foolish burial goods for the deck, and you're going to foolish the equips with him usually. So yeah, he's a free special, and you can search. He's the alternate target for the field spell to search. Then, as said, we're playing Triple Magician Soul, because you can special summon it for free, and him plus Magician Souls plus like Surzeal is already your Gorgon, and if you draw the equip, you can go into Surzeal, which is even better. Or if you draw 2 equips, or 1 equip and Surzeal on this, you can go into your combo. You can go into Gorgon plus Surzeal, and both are equipped, which is pretty good because you don't get the kaijus, and like Chimera Tech doesn't do that much against you. And the other effect lets you send field spells and spells from the hand, traps from the hand, and the equipped spells, if they're equipped, to the graveyard to draw cards. So you can like recycle them, and there are some cool combos you can do with this. Like, for example, with Celine, you can set the Celine back, and with its own effect, and then use this for a free +1. Or like if you activate the field spell, because you then afterwards don't need the field spell and actually want it more engrave, you put the field spell from the field to the graveyard to draw 1 after you already searched off the field spell, so you're already +1 there. And then and then in the graveyards, the field spell is an Evil Eye card, so you can banish it for a Celine, which is awesome. So then unfortunately, I have to proxy this, but this Gungnir would be Jackal King, and those 2 would be Master Cerberus, because those are like the best spellcasters to play, because Master Cerberus could... so Valk as Master Cerberus, because he has the same level. Master Cerberus, you can put him in scale if you hard draw him, and then you can send him to the extra deck. And then in the extra deck, and then you can get yourself a Jackal. Jackal then specials the Master Cerberus. And Master Cerberus is a 2/8 beat stick, which helps you out problematic cards like Appaloosa. Like the Master Cerberus instantly outs Appaloosa for 3, which is awesome. And if you draw Jackal plus like Magician Souls, you can activate Magician Souls. Hope you draw spell cards. Then you just normal the Jackal King if you didn't draw Surzeal for the stuff. So that is it with the monsters. What is different is also we're playing Desires instead of Extravagance because Extravagance, I was testing with Extravagance, but Extravagance bites really hard with the Magician Souls. Like, you don't want to really discard them. While Desires, you can activate it and then still after it or before it resolve your Magician Souls. And you can draw this off Magician Souls, which is also awesome. And if you like draw another Desires, if you draw like 2 Desires off of your starting hand and you have like Desires into Magician Souls, you can then just pitch the other Desires to draw even more. So it like makes use of Desires. Then we're still playing Mystic Mine because you have in-engine out with the Magician Souls. And also it is our going second card to win stuff. And also you still can do the Surzeal Mystic Mine pass, which is dumb in itself. One terraforming, one set rotation. Set rotation, of course, for the Mystic Mine and the Evil Eye Pareidolia. You can also pop the Mystic Mine now with your in-engine stuff because you have Surzeal and he can pop any card. And triple Pareidolia because it is the hidden city of the deck. And also if this card is destroyed, you get to add back Surzeal. So if you're like in a top deck war, and your opponent randomly decides to Twin Twister this while you have a Surzeal in grave, instead of like searching it from deck, you just add it from graveyard, which is awesome. And the other effect, of course, is still relevant. That when someone crashes into your monsters and does damage, you can give him say that he also takes the damage, which can result in draws. I also had a lot of people that like Utopia doubled me, and then I had this field spell with a Surzeal for 1600, and so he did 8,400 damage to both of us, and we just went to game 4, which is hilarious. For equips, we're playing triple Selene, 2 Gorgoneum. We upped the Selene count because you really can't afford to banish all of them. And Gorgoneo because we're going to actually use the effect off of Basilius, and you can also pitch it for Magician Souls. And it's just free searches, so you get to search your traps, which is awesome. Good. That should round. Wait. We also got 1 Evil Eye Awakening. This card allows you, if you draw Surzeal plus equip, you can actually make Surzeal for turn 1, or at least end on Surzeal plus an equipped Gorgon. And it is also like a recovery play. And if you get ogred on Surzeal, you can just revive him back, which is good. For traps, 2 Retribution. We upped this because we hate evenly matched. This negates evenly. Good that Red Reboot is gone. This card does not, like, you still don't care about Red Reboot because, like, if this card gets Red Rebooted, you just say, okay, nice. You paid 4,000 for nothing. Then we only play 1 defeat because I was deciding between playing either to defeat 1 Retribution or one defeat, 2 Retribution, and I decided for 2 Retribution because like back row removal is problematic. We took out the compulses for crackdowns because crackdown allows you to like do link plays with your opponent's stuff. You could still play the compulses if you don't want to play this. I personally am going to test this further, and I think it's like good. And it's also something you can just send off of Magician Souls after you like link or XYZ away the monsters if you play XYZs. And then our only hand trap in the deck is triple Imperm. Solid. Metaverse, because Mystic Mine Metaverse is dumb. 2 Heavy Storm Duster, because this format is pretty random, and it's like a good card versus Pendulum, and it is a decent card versus other decks, and it's a great like it's decent versus danger decks, and it's a great card against other stun decks. And then at last we run Turtle Judgment. We're not running more Solemns, even though we got Warning now, because Judgment is does like everything you want, and what you want to summon is like Gorgon plus Surzial plus like set 2 or set 3, depending on how good you draw, and then it's awesome. So now for the extra deck, the first couple cards are mandatory. We run triple Gorgon. By the way, nice prismatic here. Starlight rare actually here. So Gorgon, we're going to summon this a little more. It's like the link climbing with Magician Souls. It allows you to climb with Magician Souls into Surzial, which is something that the deck really needed. And then, yeah, we also, as said, play triple Surzial. You, of course, can play like 2 Gorgon, 2 Surzial if you want to play like a more fleshed out extra deck. Surzial is like excellent. Like if you summon him, he can pop every card, and he's a better Surzial because he is like higher attack. The only reason why you would not want to summon him is if you know your opponent plays Kaijus, or if your opponent plays Cyber Dragon, because you don't want them to just Chimera Tech you. But otherwise, he can pop like anything. So if your opponent activates a field spell that is threatening, like let's say Mystic Mine, you can pop the Mystic Mine if you gave your opponent the Mystic Mine. And he like is 26 from ground up. And if you summon him with one of the guys from one of the Evil Eyes, and if the Evil Eye monster was over 2600, he can double attack, so he's also good for OTKs. Then one Clara, because it outs Secret Village. But yeah, it's actually not needed. One Unicorn, one Cerberus, one Phoenix. Those just generic. One Appaloosa, because you can sometimes go into it, and negates can be like pretty handy, especially like against floater decks. Borreload to out Avermax, then Linkaribo, because sometimes if you don't draw anything off of Souls, you just pass on Linkaribo, and then usually you're safe for a turn. And then at last, 2 Chimera Tech Fortress, because Fortress out stuff. My side deck will be a little secret for now, because I am planning to play this on some tournaments, and I have some spicy stuff in the side decks. So anyways, I wanted to show you like how to combo with this deck a little. So let's say you draw... let's say you draw Pareidolia plus Souls. So Pareidolia plus Souls is like pretty strong here. So you activate a Pareidolia, search yourself a Surzial. And then you can normal Surzial, search yourself Selene. Or if you want to, like, it depends on how your hand looks, but either you search Selene or you search the Basilius. If you have like extender, a lot of extenders, you just search the Basilius. So in this case, we're going to search Selene. I'll just show you afterwards what you do if you search Basilius. Then you special this by sending one spellcaster. So you send usually the Cerberus, one of the Cerberuses. Special this. Then effect tribute those. Get rid of the stuff here. So our grave should look like this. To draw 2 cards. So let's say we just draw this, and it doesn't matter what we drew. Then you could either go here for Linkaribo with this, or you could go for your other cards. Like if you want to go for Gorgon, because Gorgon is like better against the matchup, you can link those two into Gorgon, which in this case we will do just here to demonstrate. So special Gorgon. And then you can banish Pareidolia to set yourself the Selene and then equip it. So you like went +4 on this combo, or like you went +2 in this combo, which is amazing. Or like, yeah, like this is +2, and that is like really solid. And you deck thinned by 2, which is also good. So this is the power of how stupid Souls is. This card should have had a restriction to Dark Magicians. Anyways, I hope you like the deck profile. And otherwise, I wish you a good day and happy new format.